work a plan now. Can't I? I remember when you lame player hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player mayor. What you talking that funky.
It's Madden NFL 23, and we've got a couple teams searching for their first Super Bowl. It's the Bengals and the Browns on Sunday night primetime.
It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try and put his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And they go play action now. Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Here we go.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. If you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally. Well, this is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Whitfield, and he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. Whitfield, and he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they showed passing formation, showing shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jamar Chase, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. Leading the charge will be their quarterback. Always fun to watch, Deshaun Watson.
And he makes it so difficult for all defenses because when he's got the ball, it's hard to say when a play is truly over because he can create from any spot on the field and in any situation, even when it appears that he's contained. When he's running your offense, a big play could arrive from any possible spot.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now it's Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Second into his prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Watson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this is caught. Touchdown, Browns. Amari Cooper, 43 yards. And the Browns respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Tied at 7. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
They'll keep it on the ground. Whitfield. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. 41 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
On second down now, Whitfield, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And now the throw here is incomplete. And with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Play action. It's Burrow. They'll roll him out right. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. They run the counter. Whitfield. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And now they will throw it with Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Watson to Njoku there for the Cleveland first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
To the air yet again, Watson. Flushed out right, and he'll just get rid of it.
I would say it would probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 45-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Daxton Hill there to make the stop on defense. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. They'll try the air now with Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nelson Aguilar. 30. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Burrow. Steps away to his left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From the 29, Watson. And that's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw is Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. This is taken at the 15. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They try to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd and 10, Burrow. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is taken in at the 5. Oh, he's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line. And they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far. And that's going to be how this first half will come to an end. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Browns offense getting set to go to work here to start the 3rd. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
On 2nd and 7, Watson into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Tough when they are first drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. But they come through on this point and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Joe Mixon, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bengals are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And again, it's Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
On 2nd down, Whitfield. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 83 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. But I think that they were right about this one.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Going for the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
11 empty. 12. 11.
They go play action with Burrow. toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Here we go.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Burrow on play action. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins.
Here we go.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? Maybe we'll hear about that from him soon.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Burrow looking to pass. Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 6. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 3rd and goal. Burrow. Touchdown. T. Higgins. A 5-yard touchdown. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on 3rd down. Watson now to throw. And that is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. This will be fielded at the 17. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And space tough to come by there. So get maybe a yard to the 37.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Burrow. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsom. And the Brownsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, this deep, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
An explosive 38-yard pickup. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, they certainly have their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run with Chubb. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Watson going to try and run it.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Bengals grab it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. 10, 5, and this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown.
McPherson now for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. On 1st and 10, Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Watson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw, Watson. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. They try to eat some clock with Mixon, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
11 MT.
Now Burrow. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Toward the sideline, he will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
This is caught.
And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And they go play action now. Burrow toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He rifles complete, caught by Moore.
Here we go.
They'll They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
This was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a